Maternity pedicure. That's what we're doing today. Stay tuned to see what things I may change or may not change because my client is expecting a baby. Let's go ahead and begin. At 12,000 RPMs, I'm going to start with the great toe in the forward direction. And I am actually using my micro taper. So it's very similar to the Erica's unicorn bit, but it is smaller. Once you get some dust, just move it along with your finger. It's extremely important to be wearing gloves. Please wear gloves when you're pedicuring. I'm just removing those dead skin cells from the nail plate. I'm gonna rock that back. You always want to make sure you kill the pathogens on your client's foot. I have already sprayed her down with my Poto Expert shoe and foot deodorant. And we are going to do a gel application. So after I focus on removing those dead skin cells off of the nail plate, I just go ahead and drop my barrel and just scuff up the nail plate for my product application. So part of my evaluation with my clients is I don't keep any medical records. The only thing that I say when they sit down is there any medical concerns that I should be aware of. And my client today was very excited to share that she is expecting a little baby boy. So what does that mean? What changes am I going to have to do for my pedicure? Well, for me, not many. I may not use any lavender products, but I'm not a lavender kind of gal anyways. I feel like that's just too grandma pedicure. Not my thing. Not into lavender. But maybe you'll be changing some of your massages. But when it comes to my tools and cleanliness and the products that I use, I mean, my products are clean. The products that I use are FDA cleared, so that is the Poto Expert line that I love. That's made in Germany. So whether I'm working with an expectant mom or with a diabetic or somebody with immune compromised conditions, they're all going to feel very comfortable in my chair. I really enjoy doing feet because of the transformation. I know a lot less people that enjoy working on the feet. But I feel like those of us who do enjoy it, like we really enjoy it. There's a lot of satisfaction that comes with working on feet. I think I also like it too because you're not so close to your client like as doing a manicure. So your client has that time to be on their phone or to read a book or in this case to take a nap and just to have a quiet moment without that obligation of feeling like there needs to be some kind of conversation. You don't have to change any of your techniques. I just decided I was going to work with my football. All right, so this is a small medium football. I didn't want to use something with a lot of point, but I want to tuck her polish. So I have a nice little point that I'm able to get under the proximal fold, but I'm not over filing. Just little, like opening that pocket up a little more, very gently. I don't want to use something real small because I don't want to go deep. I just wanted to do a little more cleaning. She doesn't have a whole lot of callus and stuff, so I'm going to spend a little more time on the toenails. All right. So since being pregnant, have you noticed that your nails are growing faster?
Oh, yes, definitely.
Yeah? That's awesome. That is very common. And even like if you choose to breastfeed and take those prenatal, you'll see that too, that spurt. And your nails also, do they feel stronger?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. All those hormones. Now, honestly, too, this is also where I absolutely love customizing dry manicures. Because do you think this baby mama cares more about soaking in water or getting her feet rubbed? Let's ask. Would you rather me soak you in some warm water today or spend 10 minutes rubbing your feet?
Oh, absolutely rubbing my feet.
Are you sure?
Yes, because I cannot touch them.
That was a loaded question. All right, so I'm going to shape these bad boys. There's really not a whole lot of length. So these are actually a little lower than what I liked. When they're this low, like past that free edge, this is when you got a good chance of developing ingrowns. So I'm just going to shape these down, but I would like it to grow out a little bit. Is that okay?
Yes.
What kind of shoes are you wearing right now?
Wide-toed tennis shoes.
Nice! Wide toe, tell me more.
It's just not comfortable to have my feet pinched. I have pretty large and wide feet, so I like to be comfortable.
Now, is this like a pregnancy thing, or has it been a priority to like actually wear comfortable shoes?
It was a priority beforehand, but my feet I do feel like are growing, so I'm glad I have already comfortable shoes.
I wonder, is that water retention growing, or they actually feel like they're growing?
It's like a thing.
Yeah, I've heard that people's feet.
Because the hormone that relaxes all your ligaments also relaxes the ligaments in your feet, so they spread.
No
Don't
way.
quote me on that. I am just a lay person.
Did Dr. Google tell you that?
Oh, the Bump app.
The Bump app. Hey, that's a pretty good app. Okay, so now that you're pregnant, what is the change and why are you here?
It is not comfortable for me to cut my toenails or push back my cuticles. Pretty soon I won't even see my feet, so I want to get them taken care of, nice and groomed, so I don't have to think about it for at least a couple months.
Nice. Well, I'm happy to take care of this for you right now. So I'm working with the droplet right now at 13,000 RPMs, and she had a little bit of just dry cuticle. I didn't want to use nippers because I don't want to cut my client. Usually there's a lot more sensitivity. That's one of the things you can expect from expecting moms, especially if you're doing gel, that they might be a little more jumpy in the light and just more sensitive. So even using like my little nylon brush to remove dust, being a little more jumpy, which is the sensitivity. So here I'm just exfoliating, softening everything, cleaning it up so she can feel good about herself. And I'm really going to focus on that massage. How are they feeling?
Feel great.
Is there any discomfort right there? So I'm just pushing in right there to see how they feel. Everything's good. We've been exfoliating. One of the last things I'm going to do before I start working on her callus is, of course, as always, gonna just clean out these lateral folds. And she doesn't have very much treasure in there. Now, I'm a strong believer that if somebody comes in here with extra crunchy feet, that those are souvenirs. And we should allow our clients to take the souvenirs home. So this is an upgraded package that I'm now offering. It's called the Treasure Hunt Service. It's when I get in there with my excavator, okay? And I start to dig. And then I go, arr. Every once in a while, to really give it that pirate spirit. And then, Billy, the deckhand, can you bring me?
Arr, matey.
Yes. So, if we really did good here, she doesn't have a whole lot. This is pretty disappointing. So the treasure hunt would not be ideal for this kind of client. I'm not really able to get in there and get much. Okay, we got a little bit. So again, this is an upgraded service. Now, once you practice this for a while, you're going to want to put your tools down and get on Amazon and get a pirate hook, okay? As well as a parrot. Really adds to the customer experience. Okay, so I'm using my cleanup brush just to remove the excess debris in the lateral fold. Just want to make sure I don't get any dust inside my polish bottles. Awesome. Okay, and some of you will prime the toes, some of you won't. If you want your polish to hold, I'm a big fan of primer. Why not? All right, let that primer sit for about 20 seconds and it air dries. I just put the Luminary Commit on, and I'm going to go in now with my builder gel. So I'm not actually going to build an apex because I'm working on the toes, but I'm still going to use its flex base. So just applying a thin layer, capping that edge. And these are little baby toenails. So I'm getting as close to that proximal fold and then just dragging the product down. I'm just polishing it. I'm not doing any kind of like float. I am using a builder base because I want this product to stay on. 60 seconds, I'm now gonna apply another base coat. The reason for that is this acts as like my buffer layer. It protects the nail plate, which is super important because when my client comes back, I am gonna use an e-file to take it off quickly. So I wanna make sure that I have a good protection layer. That way I can quickly remove the color and any base breakdown. With that double base, I have more confidence with my e-file when removing the color. All right, look at that, beautiful. I love a good structured gel. So the layers are thin. Super important as I want each layer to cure properly so that I don't have any premature lifting. Capping that free edge, especially because this guy's so little. If I get a little bit of color on the skin, it's okay. I just take my little cleanup brush with some acetone and just wipe it away. Oh, little piggy toe. We're using an accents color called Seduction. That's what got you in this situation, huh? Seduction. Just need a little bit. This is really nice pigmented. I'm gonna do 2 coats. Gonna get it close, and then I wanna grab my detail brush for this little baby toe. That way I have tight control of where the color goes. Especially really helpful on these little baby toes. And we're gonna cure for 60 seconds. So then the question is, do you guys do your massages before or after your product application? So once you put your color on, do you do the massage or do you do the massage before? Would love to know in the comments. All right, we are on color application number 2. I'm going to apply my product, and then after I do all 5 toes, that's when I'm gonna take my detail brush and actually do the tucking. So I'm gonna get as close as I can, pull down that polish. I don't do any floating. And you'll find out with your base as well as the color which gels marry well with each other. Some you might find that there's some shrinkage or pullage. That's really just playing and seeing what products you enjoy working with. Okay, just taking that edge of the brush right around. Oh, it looks good. Just have a little bit of polish on my glove. Just gonna create that really tight look with a small little brush. If you don't have a detail brush that you love, you wanna get one. Find one that feels like true love. It should feel like your little best friend, your little partner in crime. Oh, the detail brush. If you have any shrinkage, just take your little detail brush and just paint it back on. Here I'm using Accents Top Coat Shine On. Just a thin application. If you kind of have some kind of, not a bubble, but like a little wiggle in the light, because it's like a little thicker viscosity, you can kind of also like build with it to help cover up any unevenness in the nail. That's usually what you want to do with the base. However, if there's just a little bit of pocketing or a low spot, you can build it up with the top coat. So I personally do my toes, do the callus work. In this case, because of recording, we didn't flip her over because she's got a belly. We made some modifications to our pedicure, but I would have done her callus work, then her application, and I would finish with that wonderful massage. Oh yeah. Don't touch the skin. It'll make me a hypocrite. We are softening. I got my polisher bit. I'm at 23,000 RPMs. I've already applied my Lunulux oil. Now I'm just softening the skin. Nice. Up around the cuticle area. Working my way down in a circular motion, really light pressure. Don't feel like you gotta get right on top of the color. This is all about just softening the skin and that final touch. I truly believe some of the best pedicures are the experience behind them. And this pedicure says, Mama, I see you. I'm gonna pamper and massage and let you have a moment to rest. Hey you guys, the only thing that could have made this Mama's To Be pedicure better is with a half pint of ice cream. Tell me in the comments below, do you offer a special maternity pedicure service? What special things do you offer? Are there any things that you change in your service? Would love to see how you make those mama-to-bees feel so special in your chair. If you guys wanna see more content like this, or you just wanna have some fun, let's go ahead, like and subscribe.